the contacting point I need for the upper link. I think it turned out pretty stout. Kind of helps actually stabilize the frame, I think, a little bit. And that'll work pretty good. And that'll be perfect right under the frame there. So probably somewhere right in there. I'll add the tabs. And it's obviously done on both sides there. Yeah, it worked out sweet. But I guess I never ordered hardware for my links, so I got to go and get some nuts and bolts for the links themselves. But I'm going to go ahead and get the tabs made on that bar that I just put in, and then get some measurements. I can make the links, and then once I go get some hardware, I can bolt them in. Yeah, I was like, man, where the hell are these damn bolts at? And then look on the order, and there's no bolts. So I was like, oh, fucking idiot. So, oh well, I'll go ahead and get this all wrapped up, and then we'll get some, go probably Home Depot or something, see if they've got some grade 8s or something to at least get me by, so I can get some measurements and shit like that, or at least get the links cycling and moving, make sure everything's good. So far it is coming together. So this took a long time, took way too long to make, but here's the basic principle. I had to make these out of just some random shit. Obviously I don't have a tube notcher. I have absolutely nothing, so this is what we're working with. So I got a Sharpie mark right here, which is where my distance from the center line of the front axle to center line of link bolt. And this is pretty much the best I could come up with. And then I'm also gonna add some pieces on the top and on the bottom that kind of will sit on top and on the very, let's see, I get a better angle later, but basically just try and box that in the best I can. So I'm gonna weld that in just right there where it's my height. I have to measure as I'm welding, but it's gonna be somewhere right there. So pretty good clearance. Should be able to clear its pathway pretty easily there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these welded in and get the top and bottom pieces put in, then I'll show you the result afterwards. Got the lower links cut to what length they need to be. I've got everything laid out here. It's important to make sure you got all your correct hardware. So I wrote left hand thread over there, right hand thread there, and all the little misalignment spacers for all the heims. Counted everything, everything's there. One thing I should note is make sure, hey Burn, is to make sure that you ordered hardware, which I did not. I did not order hardware, and I had to go to Wilco to go get some grade 8 hardware. Home Depot didn't have grade 8, but I'm gonna get the lower links in first, and then I'm gonna get my number for the upper, cut those, and get them hopefully bolted in this afternoon. Okay, all pieces are hammered in, liking what I'm seeing. Hold on, that's good stuff there. Nice and flush, good and nice and even. I left a 1/2 inch of thread on each one, just in case I have to move it in or out. I think that leaves most of the shank in, and there you go. All nice and in, and then also beveled the tubing itself, because these do come beveled, so you get a nice penetration in as close as you can get it inside the tube, so you're not really welding on top of the tube. And yep, so these are all ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get my welder moved over to the table here and get these all burned in, and then start putting it all in. Oh yeah, this is gonna be badass. also going to add some frame stiffening on the inside. The frames on these things are pretty weak, which I figured. I'm gonna go ahead, make something out of some plate I have just laying around, and might as well get those burned in on the, probably I'll just put it on the inside of the frame. And then I've had no problem with the back, but now with a little bit more power, might need to have them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some pieces cut out. I already got a little cardboard template made, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that cut, get it in place, and then get that all welded in. So that'll be a nice little strong Band-Aid basically. And then after that, I can pretty much get some paint so this stuff doesn't keep rusting on me. So let's go ahead and get these cut out. All right, let's do some welding. How about that? All right, let me show you. So there's the new Band-Aid piece. Put that up. Put this side here. Definitely some added protection. Okay, that's gonna wrap everything up for this episode. The next episode will be getting some shock towers made for the front, air bumps hopefully mounted also, and just get it sitting on its own weight again. And then anything after that will be getting the motor running. Probably gas lines I'll start with first, get the power steering pump mounted, little odds and ends, things like that. So tune in next time for the next episode, and it will be hopefully sitting on its own weight in the end of the next video. So thanks for watching another episode, and we will see you next time.